What's up, y'all? DC Reptile Man again. Today I'm gonna show y'all I'm taking a clutch away from a coastal carpet python today. And this female, she's real gentle. She's never ever struck, even taking clutches away from her, she's never ever struck. But I do take precautions to make sure, just in case she's trying to protect them. But check y'all when I get downstairs. What's up, y'all? We got Iris here today. She laid a clutch of eggs while I was at work. Iris is about a 90-year-old coastal carpet python. Now, she's normally cool when I take clutches of eggs away from her. None of my carpet pythons have ever tried to strike out when I take the eggs away. They're normally real calm. One of the reasons when I go in there, I try to ease them off the eggs. I don't go to grab them behind the head, anything like that. It's real traumatic. So, we're going to try to see what we can do. As I can see so far, she has one bad egg right there, which is a dud, or basically unfertilized egg, and I see one good one that's outside of her coils. Now it's probably because she might have a lot of eggs, and she sometimes can't hold all the eggs. She can't hug them. But sometimes that egg that's away from the upper clutch, the rest of the egg in the clutch, sometimes they're bad, and the snakes knows that. So let's see which ones these two are, and let's see how many eggs she has. Alright, y'all, it's time for the real work. Let's see how many eggs Iris has, and let's see what her disposition is going to be like. Like I said, normally she's calm, but she's getting up in age. Maybe her attitude will change, where she's maybe nasty or defensive. But I haven't experienced that yet. Let's see what happens with Iris here. I'm going to touch her to see what she does right now. And she's trying to hold on to the clutch. She doesn't want anything to happen to her. I said I'm trying to ease her off the clutch. And she has a lot of eggs. I see a lot. Get now, Kilo, get now. My dog's in the background. She has a healthy clutch. Those are a lot of eggs. So what she's going to do, she's going to try to hold on to them as much as she can. And I'm going to try to separate it from without her turning the eggs too much. Then I can put her away. I said she's not nasty or nothing like that. She's never been. So once I got her in here, so I get away from the clutch so I can work. Even though she never struck out, never got offensive with me taking eggs, I'm just not willing to take that risk. That's me momentarily. I'm gonna put her away. Have a bucket, basically something I can carry the eggs in, and they won't topple over if they are separated from the mass. We have one egg that's away from that mass, two eggs that are away from mass, and they actually look like good eggs. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but we're gonna put those up as straight as can be, so they won't turn over. I'm gonna put them side by side so they can block each other from rolling. Now this is the main mass of eggs. Now the bulk of the eggs are going to stick together once she lays them and they dry up. But what we're going to do, we're going to take them upstairs and separate all the eggs to put them inside the incubation chamber. Right there, let me see how many eggs we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's 21 eggs right there. Actually, 22. There's another one that's separated. That's 25. But these right here, see the amber color? They're not really white. That means they're not fertilized. See, versus a bad one versus a good one, you can tell right off the bat. The good ones have the very white shells, and the shells aren't like chicken eggs. They're soft, leathery. I'll put these in there. One more thing I didn't meant to tell y'all. So normally what I do is take everything outside their enclosure, put all new bedding in there, fresh water. That's to get the center of the eggs. So if she wants to become protective of her eggs, she'll normally still smell them if I don't do that. But like I said, she's never been aggressive ever. But let's clean it out, and I'm gonna go upstairs and then show you the eggs of how I separate them. This is going to be one of the bins that I keep some of the eggs in. This right here has vermiculite in it. It's slightly moist, not to the point where it's dripping, but when you go like that, it basically forms a clump without breaking apart. First, I'm going to start with those eggs that were separate. And like I said, they look like good eggs. Matter of fact, I'm going to candle those eggs. Give me one second. What I'm about to do now is a thing called candling. Now, candling is a term, basically, take this light. You're going to shine it through the egg. Now, typically a good egg, you'll see veins, red veins. And the egg will shine like a reddish amber color. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. But both of these eggs are good. So we're gonna put those in there again. So once I place them in there, I take a marker, put some kind of mark on the top of the egg. Just in case, say, once I put this in the incubator and it rolls over or something happens, something that I can't control, an earthquake or something crazy. But hopefully none of that happens. So let's do the other ones. This is the big clump of eggs that I have to separate. Another egg that was separated from the group. On top of that, put that in there firmly. Now the way I separate the eggs, actually, I'm gonna mark all the tops of all these. So when I separate them, I know what position they need to hold. Just that simple. And I start with corners, basically working it into the glue-like substance to hold them together. Basically, let's go of the egg. And that's what I do. That's another good egg. I'm not gonna bore you with this part, but I'll show you once I have them inside this bin, how I set them up. So basically, I have half of them set up already. So normally they sit in the bin. Put them clean rows and spaces where they're clearly separated. You don't want them touching, just in case the one egg go bad. The bacteria, the mold, or something like that on the egg. I can easily pull that egg, put the top back on, and put it back in the incubator. Now these guys or girls, they're going to sit in the incubator for about between anywhere from 52 to 60 days, roughly. So next thing is to be waiting. All right, y'all. Basically, that's all I do. Now it's down to waiting. Be waiting for the next 52 to 60 days, roughly. 2 months. I might peep in there in the incubator maybe every 1.5, 2 weeks just to make sure all the eggs are hydrated. If everything's good, I'm gonna leave it as it is and let it keep on moving. Now, if the eggs are dehydrated, what'll happen is the eggs will start sinking in because they're soft. They're not hard like chicken eggs. They're leathery like sea turtle eggs. Most of you all wouldn't know what sea turtle eggs feel like, but it's like a soft leather. Now, when they get dehydrated, they basically, instead of plumping around, they'll be all sucking in. They have sharp edges or folded edges, and you can see that. And then we try to fix the hydration problem. But hopefully I have good luck, and hopefully in 2 months, some baby carpet pythons will be hatching out.